This is a nice little bridge. They say this bridge is haunted by the ghost of the suicide pact teenagers whose parents didn't want them to be together, so they jumped to their deaths on prom night. Sounds like a good story. Well, let's take a look. It's a marshmallow world in the winter when the snow comes to cover the ground. It's a whipped cream date. What if spring is late? In winter, it's a marshmallow world. All the world is your snowball. See how it glows. That's how it goes. Whenever it snows. Okay, now, with my luck, I'll drop my fucking phone. Okay, not quite cold enough for ice. This could freeze up in a day or two. If it's going to plummet tonight, single digits, this could most certainly freeze up. But yeah, right now it's that's upstream. Let's look downstream. See that? It's a nice picturesque. You see the water's flowing. You got a nice little island there. See that tiny little island with covered in snow and winter sunset. Very nice. Got a lady with 2 dogs. Okay, that's nice. All right, what are we doing here? We're going back. Do we walk a little more? What are we going to do?
Yes, a little more.
That looks like it's picturesque.
Back there.
There's snow in the... Oh, yeah, it's funny. Last time I was here, I remember this bridge was covered with lichen. And, lichen... I'm sorry? I am. Are they okay with us?
Yeah, no, they're totally friendly.
Oh, yeah. Come on over. Yeah. We're just enjoying the creek here. Oh, talk about friendly. These guys are friendly. Hey, guys.
Hey, what's up? How's it going? Good dog.
Oh, yes. I said that. Good dog. Yeah. Thank you.
I was just going to put them on the leash if you were not okay. So.
Oh, no. Dogs are great.
What are their names?
Charlie and Izzie.
Charlie and Izzie. Well, nice to see you. Okay.
Have a nice day. Aw. All right, Charlie.
Shameless Charlie, shameless.
Charlie.
Hey.
That's it, yeah.
Mama's getting jealous.
All right, Mom's getting jealous.
All right. Bye-bye.
Nice to see you. Okay, we'll keep going a little bit.
Yes.
That was a relatively friendly encounter. The lady sounded foreign, but she was white. I guess she was some kind of Eastern European.
I would imagine, yes.
Something probably, which is very nice. And, we can be honest, you and we are not dog people by any means, but she said they were friendly. I'm not really a dog person, but I like dogs. Oh shit, I'm tongue tied. She can't hear me. That's a nice picture though, I'll take that. Okay, walking in a winter wonderland. Yeah, we're not really dog people, but hey, what the hell? They seem friendly. Okay. I don't even know where we're going right now. This has turned to a longer walk than I expected. Yes. But yes. But again, we need the exercise.
Yes, we do.
I want to tell tales of my life. Like I said, I've told people, I tell my shrink this all the time. Look, a little bird. Little bird. That was. Okay. I tell people all the time, I tell my shrink, not everybody hates me. There are some people who are polite-ish, especially, when I'm with my brother, there's 2 of us. I guess I seem less creepy than the guy by himself. Not everyone is cruel to me. There are people who treat me like a human being. Like that lady, she was very nice. Do you mind dogs? Nah, bring them on. We were very, very nice exchange. Okay, but like I always said, those people, they don't fuck with me, but they don't get fucked with either. So they're oblivious. They're the oblivious types. They're like, you seem like a nice guy, and the other guy seemed nice. What do you mean she strangled you? What do you mean that girl tried to run you over? She's always nice to me, and you seem nice. Why would she want to run you over? You know what I mean? I've told my shrink this a million times. Not everybody hates me. There are people who are, polite, courteous, act, the way we were raised to behave, you know what I mean? Like that lady was fairly nice. But, and again, I'm with you. So maybe if I was by myself, she'd be like, oh no, he's going to rape me. Mother Russia. Okay, so, we're going to go this is turned into... We going down to the old mill stream there, or what are we doing here? I can pause for a minute. We can think of things, sir. Plus, part of it too, I was just saying. I said to you earlier, I'm surprised there aren't more people out walking their dogs. And then, sure enough, and she was nice, but I didn't want to turn around because that might get weird. If we turn around and start walking back, she'd be like, I just passed him on bridge. Why'd they follow me? So like that. But if you look here, these tall, mature evergreens, these are red cedars, eastern red cedars, which are truly junipers. They're like the one. They grow like weeds. They're like the native first comer. When you have a field that's been plowed. Here's another old, this looks like a fence, right? Old farm, yeah, when this was back, before the township bought all this land and turned into a park. This is probably a farm that was abandoned, and what was I going to say? Yeah, some of the first comers, these are pretty mature, they've been here a long time, are the eastern red cedars, which are really junipers, not true cedars. They call them cedars, but they're junipers. See, those are the ones, see buddy, aren't trees nice? Like I said, we haven't gone for a walk in a while. We haven't done a winter walk in a while, but
That's true.
they've got a lesser bridge and a lesser creek. Let's take a look. Now this might be frozen. Because remember, this is less water and it's much slower. That other creek is pretty fast flowing. This one, let's take a look. Smaller creek, it's starting to ice up. What'll happen is this will probably freeze overnight. That other creek we crossed will probably take another day or so, but it'll probably freeze if it doesn't go. If it stays below freezing for the next week, that will eventually ice up too. So you can see, Yeah. You can see the water's almost stopped. It might still be flowing beneath, but it's going to harden up. This is a very, shallow creek, probably a foot if that, so that'll probably just freeze up. You can probably walk on that tomorrow. But yeah, these are nice. Again, the eastern red cedars look very nice, covered in snow. What else? Usually, I know back here, people do go snowmobiling. Or, what's the other one? Snowmobiles or that other one? Well, I guess you can't do an ATV in the snow, or can you?
No, in the summer it's ATV.
So, summer ATV. I think there's some people who snowmobile back here, but I haven't heard or seen anyone. So, and that lady with the dogs is the first person we've seen this whole trip, this whole walk. Right?
Yes.
We'll go a little further. We'll go a little bit. And it's getting dark now. I took my sunglasses off. It's getting dark. Can you? Don't take yours off yet. Can you see okay? Or do you want me to?
I can still see okay, but it's definitely darker than I was before.
Plus, we're in a more woody area now. But as you can see, what time is it? Do you know? Do you have the phone on you? What time?
I do.
I can't see the time on this. What time? I'm just curious. Let's give you an idea, because we're in Eastern Standard Time, Central New Jersey, USA. Comparative purposes, what time does it get darker?
5:19 p.m.
Okay, so it's about 20 minutes after 5 o'clock in the evening, and the sun is just now starting to set. So there's another trail that way. Again, you see this tree here, buddy? It's a deciduous. It means it loses leaves, but it didn't lose all its leaves. It still has these dead brown leaves. They will fall off in the spring. This is an oak. I think this is a pin oak. Can't tell. I don't think it's a red oak. But leaves, it's hard to tell because leaves are shriveled. This is definitely some type of oak. acorns, squirrels, acorns. This is some kind, oak trees are coniferous. They lose their leaves. They're deciduous. Duh. They lose their leaves, but they don't all fall off. They retain brown leaves in the winter and they fall off in the spring. Anyway, enough of the nature talk. What else? Now my hands are starting to get cold. I think how are you feeling? Getting cold?
Well, my gloves are waterproof and they're insulated.
And I'm wearing these feminine.
My hands are okay.
Okay.
I mean, when I took the glove off to hold the phone, they got real cold. But
and I'm wearing these feminine things. All right. Well, these are fine for shoveling snow, but now they're getting kind of. And that's another thing I should mention. Like, had we gotten a true blizzard where we had like 2 feet of snow on the ground, you wouldn't want to walk. You wouldn't be able to walk. You know what I mean? So there's just enough snow that it looks quite lovely, but not so much that you can't penetrate. You know what I mean?
yeah.
What I'm trying to say is this is walkable. Instead of a light dusting or a freaking 18 to 24 inch blizzard, this is walkable. And you can see all the nice, lovely, la la la. All right. I'm getting tired though. This is good exercise, but we'll go home and. Now, what'd you pick up? Because this morning, I had some meat pie and some Carvel ice cream cake,
Yes.
and you came home and you finished off the meat pie.
Yes, I did.
We had the meat pie was good. We had meat pie for like 3 or 4 days.
Yes.
So the meat pie you finished off that Carvel cake.
I did. Yes.
We have a second one, which is good, a backup.
Yes.
Even though it's dead of winter, you still have a craving for ice cream. So that, what was I gonna say? So I thawed and was going to broil up some sausages, which you may or may not do. But you're right there. Oh, you almost slipped again. You've been doing pretty good so far. I think you need new shoes.
Yes.
My sneakers are pretty.
Yeah, I brought home 2 rotisserie chickens.
And you had some,
I
right?
had half of one.
Sounds like maybe I shouldn't cook tonight. I can cook the sausage tomorrow, but it is thawed. I mean,
Yeah, I know. They're ready to go. They don't take too long to cook up.
all right, so I get home.
We'll see how we feel when we get home.
Maybe if I feel up to it, butterfly and broil up some sausages. Have some of your. Did you make them yourself? Those chickens, or someone else made them?
Someone else.
Someone else made them. We may just. Oh, See this? This is most certainly an oak, probably a red oak. This is a mighty, massive, very old oak. You can just tell by the bark. This is an oak tree. And who knows what's living in there. Hello? It's hollow oak. I don't see anything right now, but that's probably a nest for something. Probably tonight, something will curl up in there tonight. Isn't this nice? We don't do too many walks, do we?
No.
Walking talks.
You know, fat fucks.
Now I'm seeing a plaque, but that's fine because there were never benches here. This is always meant to be an arboretum, a wood walk. I don't mind no benches here. In the grassy park, oh, there is a bench. Awesome. I never noticed that. But see, that's a wood bench. That will eventually be destroyed with the elements. And when that happens, so be it. I can understand if this thing fell apart and they didn't replace it. But why'd they take away my nice metal benches in the park proper? What tree is this, buddy?
This is a red buckeye.
A red buckeye. Not a sweet bay or a sweet baby. This is a red buckeye. Red buckeye. Aeschylus pavia in memory of Piotr Buddha. Sorry, Mr. Buddha. Sorry you're dead. I think he was a communist defector who, came to this country and he defected at the, what do you call it? The DMZ between North and South Korea. He defected, came to this country, gave us a bunch of Soviet secrets. It was back in the 70s. So thank you, Mr. Buddha. He wasn't Soviet. I think he was Romanian. He was part of the whole bloc, and he defected. And we remember him, we honor him for trading out his country on behalf of ours by planting a red buckeye. Because, he was a communist. Red. Okay, there's a nice little... I'm not going to go that way. Is this it's a natural path, or is this naturally occurring path, or is that a man-made path? I can't tell.
I would say naturally.
Might be a deer path, but people probably... And now it's getting dark. I mean, we still got the expiring winter sun. Oh, we'll walk a little more. Maybe pause, turn on. Now I'm starting to get some snow in my sneakers. It's not terrible, but yes, now we're getting to that point where, okay, this walk turned out to be longer. But I'm glad I don't know. Now what else is going on? As you can see, that way's due west. You see the sun setting through the winter sky and all that. My brother will probably take off his sunglasses in a minute, which means it's getting dark. I can't film him. It's a no-no. We can't see Brother Click, or whatever he calls himself, unless he has his shades on. I can always blur it. If God forbid I screw up, I can always just blur it. But it's kind of a pain in the ass, I agree. Now what is this? Wait, before we cross the next bridge, the third bridge, what is this? Okay, this is a staghorn sumac. Okay. Staghorn sumacs, they have very distinct leaves. When the leaves come in, I'll show you. And there is another tree. Let's have a quick conversation.
Okay. There
is a tree that grows like a weed throughout eastern North America. In fact, I remember they were more common when I was like a teenager. I guess we had like all species have like boom and bust periods. When I was a teenager, they grew like weeds. It's called the tree of heaven, also known as the Chinese sumac. It is not a true sumac, but it looks sumac-esque, and it was imported from China, and it grows like a weed in the eastern North America. And the Chinese sumac, it's very, they grow like, they're sometimes called ghetto palms. They'll grow like anywhere. They'll grow between cracks in buildings. So the staghorn sumac is the true native equivalent, and I think it was displaced by the quote-unquote Chinese sumac, or the tree of heaven. If you ever heard the novel A Tree Grows in Brooklyn, it was about a Chinese sumac. Just in the summertime, buddy, if you saw him. You saw a Chinese sumac or a tree of heaven, if you saw it. Now,
how poignant.
Last thing was
native supplanted by the Chinese.
Absolutely, yeah, exactly. It's very yes. Now this is just a trickle here, but as you can see, how much snow is this? Would you say 4 inches, 5 inches? What is this? I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
This is the start of a creek, and this one is even smaller and slower. So this might be near frozen. You see some. It's basically a puddle, a standstill puddle. You can hear the Canadian geese. Can you hear them? There are Canadian geese here all around. I think the summer geese are down in the Carolinas, and these geese are literally from Canada. And then when summer comes, they go back to Canada, and the ones down south come back here, because we're never without Canadian geese. But I don't think it's the same group that stays all year. I think, yes. To them, this is not as bad as northern Quebec. But to the ones that live here in the summer, this is too cold, so they're down in South Carolina or wherever. All right. See the sunlight. And again, all these coniferous evergreen trees are They're all junipers, or red cedars as they call them. The native weed tree. And I don't know. Oh, I will share this. One thing I did. I'll tell you, buddy, I got Concerta pills. I think I shared this on one of my streams. In November of 2023, I got some Concerta pills. And from the regular doctor. Psychiatrist wouldn't prescribe them. Psychiatrist, just because it's a controlled substance, they just give me like bullshit like gabapentin or what's the other one? Prozac. They'll give me those. They will not give what do you call it? Concerta. So I got Concerta back. Oh, this is a nice one. I got Concerta back in November of 23, and I took it a few times. It was okay. It was okay. But what ended up happening was, it was good for a month. They only gave me 30-day supply. Hold on. Looking good there, buddy. All right, so, as I was saying, we just stopped for a moment. Two paths diverged in a yellow wood, and I took the one less. We go that way, more trees and shit, but let's go this way for a change. Like you said, we haven't been out in a while. It is cold, but...
Yes.
Okay, so what I was going to say, I was given some Concerta pills, 1 month's worth of Concerta pills. I told you I had to give them my report from the neuropsych confirming, this ranch house looks comfy, doesn't it? Let me give you a picture.
Yes, it does.
Looks like a comfy ranch. Nice little, looks decently sized, pretty big, all one floor, but elongated. I'm getting old, I don't like walking upstairs.
This is true.
Even if I got a condo or an apartment, just on the first floor, because I don't know, I'm getting tired of this. That's a nice little house. Anyway, what was I going to say? So, it took me a few times. I had to give, back in end of 23, I had to give a copy of my report from the neuropsych. And the place I go to is a clinic. So the doctor I saw was like, well, I myself can't sign off on it. I have to get my boss to do it. Maybe I still have the voicemail. The boss was this doctor lady who calls me, leaves a long-winded ramble about, well, I read the report, all 18 pages, like an hour on, nice, plowed, macadam, so you shouldn't trip anymore. That's why I kind of want to go this way, so this is a nice little quaint house, very quaint. Anyway, what was I saying? And again, I don't think the garbage man came today. Anyway, so what was I saying? Where was I going with this?
Someone read an 18-page report.
The doctor, like the boss doctor lady, she was like, she calls me, she sends me this rambling message. I still have it. I wonder if this one's a spur. She's giving me this long-winded message, and it pissed me off because she's like, oh, well, the neuropsych said you had ADHD, but then she said you did well on this test and not well on that one, so maybe she, and I'm like, so I called her up, and I asked her, I'm like, fucking bitch, don't call the neuro, it's like, what's the point of getting a diagnosis? What is the point of getting a diagnosis if you're going to call up the neuropsych and question it, you know what I mean? Like, that's an official diagnosis. The neuropsych did her job. Don't call and ask stupid questions. But, because it makes me look bad. Like, is the neuropsych going to think, oh shit, every time this guy wants pills, I'm going to get a call from some stupid asshole doctor who doesn't, like, trust my, judgment? So, what was I going to say? So that kind of pissed me off. But anyway, after this, I can play on stream one. It's on my phone. I think I still have it. I archived it. After this long-winded, rambling message, what was I going to say? I'll take a picture of that. Yeah. That's nice. Yes, that is quite lovely. Just due west, watching the sunset and the car coming up, but it's okay. That's very lovely, that little break through the trees and again the winter sun. And yeah, it's very picturesque. I don't mind doing this once, but I'm already sick of winter. All right.
Where's that up drone?
Hold on. What? Is there a drone?
What is that?
Is that a drone or is that a planet or is it a plane? That's stationary. It's probably, was it
Planet? Okay.
Mercury?
Also, if you go like south.
It's due west. Yeah, south. Good.
You see like another little dot.
Where? To the right or left?
South.
Here, take the camera. Go ahead.
I don't know if I can see it with this camera. Let's see. No, I can't see it on the camera.
What are you seeing?
Go like diagonal south left. Do you see like another?
Like that way towards this tree?
No, go right of the tree. Do you see like another little dot?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, I don't. What do you see?
Yeah, it's like another fainter, tinier dot.
Oh shit. Well, we got.
Stop, baby. Your glasses are off.
It's actually a good scene. We got cars out of nowhere in the middle of nowhere. Buddy, it can always be edited. Don't worry. I was talking about Concerta. Okay, so anyway, what was I going? Let's let this car get by and we'll keep walking, because now all of a sudden, you know, this is my life. All of a sudden, oh, you're talking about that over there through the trees? I think I see what you're talking about. There is another.
Actually, that's not what I'm talking about.
What the hell are you talking about?
That's interesting too.
I'll try to see what you're talking about. And then we'll go back to my Concerta story, which is really not that interesting. But what are you saying? There's something to the southeast or southwest of that?
Southwest.
Southwest of this planet. Where between, I see this, between the tree and the planet, or the hell, is that Mercury over this? Where? Yeah. Left, right?
Left.
This, over here?
Okay, let's say, you see the big shiny one, right?
Yes.
Go like diagonal south, like left, on a slanted. You see that tinier dot?
No.
No, you don't?
Oh, yeah, actually I do.
Can you zoom in?
You can't see that on camera. Now, it's not too far. Here. I see my, you can't really see it here. Yeah, I think I see it. Where the hell is it? I'm not sure if it's showing up.
It's not showing up on the phone. But...
If I can get this darker. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's smaller, stationary. Hit the darkness. I'm not seeing it here. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Now I'm having a hard time seeing it. I saw it a moment ago. Yes, there was something. You can't really see. It's almost like a dimmer.
Yeah. It's stationary too.
Stationary,
so
yeah.
That might be a star. That might be another planet.
Yeah. Let's see. What planets can we see tonight? Starlight, star bright. First star I see tonight, starlight. Hold on. That is actually interesting because, again, middle of nowhere, we got this traffic. I hope that's not a cop in this. See, there's someone driving around this parking lot here. There's also like a soccer field, ball field. Is that a cop or is it just some guy, you know? Not this one, not this asshole. The guy pulling out. We'll see him in a minute. And by the way, again, those are red cedars, aka junipers, eastern red cedars. You see a lot of them here. We saw some spruce trees before. These here are true pines. I'm not sure if these are Scotch pines or white pines. These coniferous trees right here, evergreens, are true. Again, that's a native cedar. This was a pine that was planted, an ornamental pine. I want to say, could be a Scotch pine, probably a white pine. And these are true pines. Pine needles, if you go up to them, are like bristles on like a paintbrush. They're very thin. So these are a stand of pine trees they planted. And we got a car coming again. Okay. Okay, I'm going to see if I can zoom in. Here, cow moon. No, it's too hard to see, but yeah, to the south, I guess it's a planet. To the southwest, there's something else that's stationary, much dimmer. Yeah, I see what you're talking about, but no, I can't zoom in on it. I can't darken this. Oh, well. But yeah. If we go back this way. Okay. We got to focus here. I actually am amazed, to tell you the truth, how much traffic there is. It's not like, I'm not saying it's busy. I'm just amazed how many people are, like, there's really no need to go this way. This road is kind of a back road to these, I mean, it connects. It's not a dead end, but this is really just to get to these, from the park to these soccer fields. This isn't really like a, because I drive this road sometimes and I'm like the only car on the road. Like I don't pass a single person. Apparently we've had people going for a winter drive. I don't know. Is that a focus? Shit. Okay, hold on.